So I added more plants and I finally painted the stepping stone for the backyard that I redesigned last week, and I even uploaded a video in order for you guys to see. Um, the one here is a torch cactus. This one I was lucky enough that my neighbor's moving out, so um, he sold me some of his cactus for a very reasonable price. And this one is pretty big. It's about 4 feet, and I put it here on this big pot. um, I had a hard time actually putting this in the pot, since as you can see it's a lot of thorns, and after trying so many methods and got poked so many times, I finally managed to plant it here in this pot. And there's actually a pup that is growing down there. I also put a small boulder just to hold it, since it's too big. It's leaning on either on the left or on the right side. But right now it looks good. I even top dressed it with a granite marble chips to add a pop on the collar. So I placed it right here beside my door. I wanted to make sure that nobody get poked. If so, here is actually the safest place to put this pot. I also got a Chacon Agave, and as you can see, it has a lot of pups. This is actually my most favorite agave, since it's compact and it has this variegated color that I really like. It truly pops on this terracotta pot. In the same way, I used um, a marble chips, since this is the only one that I have, since we are still on quarantine and it's just been extended now until the May 15th. So I finally painted the stepping stone, just like what I mentioned earlier. This is the only available paint that I have, but it still looks good, since it's adding a contrast on the pebbles that I that I used on the ground all the way there too. And then I place this three Fred Ives here under this plant. I left that one stepping stone in natural color, since that's the color that I really would like to incorporate. But since we can't go out anywhere, I would just leave it there, and maybe next time I can paint everything with that color. So I have another plant here. This one is an old man cactus. There's actually 6 of them. So I the same thing that I did to the other cactus. I put it in this big pot, and again top dress it with the same materials. And with this kind of pot, it actually look good, since it has a different variation of colors. So I placed this one is not really prickly. It has some flowers as well blooming. I never really uh, have a lot of cactus, but since I started liking them, so why not get a lot and see what's the difference between the cactus and other succulents. And I'd like to have both, and see which one it's easy to maintain or less maintenance. And I have also this agave that I think this one is a Perry. So I bought this one not too long ago. So I placed it on this pot as well. So I will wait for it until it recovered, since the leaves is some of its leaves got damaged when the person who owned the mother plant tried to pull this one out. So it's right there, and I place it right here beside this, I forgot what you call this, succulent. This one explodes in the ground when you put it in, and I love the pink flowers. And again, I painted that stepping stone or paver there. So it's just pretty much the same design, just like what I had last week. I just added more plants and painted the stepping stone to make it all look uniform. I hope you guys are having a good weekend, and happy Easter to everybody, and stay safe. It's safer to stay at home. I think it's a good decision for us to stay a little bit longer, because I know the numbers are getting better now as far as the spread of this coronavirus. We just want to make sure that once this is over, nobody will get it infected again, and hopefully by that time they already have an antibody or a medicine for this. All right, guys, thank you for watching.